beautiful day in Victoria, Australia. How are you today? All doing well, I hope. Well, this is the first week of the Homestead Pantry Challenge, and for those of you who don't know what it is, every year I strive to do a 3-month pantry challenge, and that's just living out of what I've managed to store for a period of 3 months. I do this for a couple of reasons. One is so that I can see what I have got in storage and what I need more of, what I need less of, and what do I need to change in my storage areas, so that when next year comes along, I know basically what I need to balance. And also it gives me a chance to rotate through the older stock so that I'm not accumulating old stock in the pantry or the freezers or whatever. It gives me a really good chance to give it all a good clean out. And also it sometimes challenges me into making meals that are not only edible but nice as well, because we all like nice food. Something that's appealing not only to the eye but to the taste buds as well. Sometimes I hit on a winner and I think, you beauty, I'll cook that again. And other times I think, ugh, the chook's going to have that. Thank God they don't have taste buds. Anyway, but yeah, it just gives me a chance to sort of work through things and to see how long I can last. I would actually like to go longer than the 3 months, but we'll see. Sometimes I'm just glad it's the 3 months finished, because I've run out of a few of the major products that I need, like toilet paper and stuff like that. You don't want to run out of that. But anyway, so this is the first week, and what I will be bringing you is just what I'm eating for tea that night. Obviously, if I'm going to be eating leftovers or something like that, I won't bring it to you every night. And sometimes if I'm just repeating meals, I don't think I'll bring that to you as well. So, and if I'm just making like an egg on toast or something like that, which I often have, then I don't think you need to see that as well. But anything sort of interesting I'll bring to you. Now, if I've got recipes for any of the things that I cook, I will leave a link down below in the description box so that you can go back and view it, and maybe you'd like to cook it yourself. Or if there's anything that you would like to see, feel free to leave a comment in the comments box, and maybe I can cook it up for you in a future video. Alright, well, let's get on to the first week of this 3-month pantry challenge, and you can see what I'm having for tea each night. Okay, Monday night, The 1st of May is the first night of our 3-month Pantry Challenge, and tonight I have a nice chicken and vegetable stew, which was done in the crock pot and just reheated tonight. With that is a couple of little pieces of garlic bread and a nice glass of white wine and lemonade. And that's the first night of my 3-month Pantry Challenge. Okay, for tea tonight is just a little loin chop, some mashed butternut pumpkin, some nice fresh green beans, two little pieces of garlic bread, and some crispy chips. And that is tea for Tuesday, May the 2nd. That will be very nice too. Okay, well here we are. It's Wednesday night, the 3rd day of the Pantry Challenge. And tonight I'm just having some little meat sausages, some sweet corn, a boiled potato, and a couple of Brussels sprouts. With that, I'll just have a little bit of butter, a little bit of sauce, and a little bit of pepper. To go with that will be a glass of white wine and lemonade. Doesn't that look delicious? Tonight we have some dessert, which is peach cobbler and cream, which I'll bring you back for when I'm ready to dish it up. And here we are. We have a nice peach cobbler. Now this will actually do me for dessert for probably at least the next week. Not that I have too many desserts, but I do enjoy it when I do make something. And a little bit of cream to go on top.
If he does get well on Friday, Madison will be under constant supervision. But for Lindsay's family, that brings little comfort. Frankly, they're terrified. Jessica was abandoned just hours after being born. 14 years on, she was reunited with her mum on the current year. Now, Jessica was the mother.
And there we go. Nice peach cobbler. That is for Wednesday, the third day of the Pantry Challenge. And here we are for Thursday, the 4th of May. We have boiled potato, corn, beans, chicken and a couple of pieces of garlic bread. Now that may or may not be followed up with the peach cobbler I made last night for dessert. And that's it for tonight. Tonight is Friday. I think it's the 5th. Anyway, it's Friday. And I actually had a friend who came up and she got a really good special on cooked chickens, and she gave me one, which was really, really nice of her. So I made tea out of it. And what I've decided on was honey, sesame and garlic chicken with rice. Now I've made the rice with chicken and vegetable stock. And I've made enough to last me a couple of nights. So you won't be getting a Saturday What's for Tea video, because this is What's for Tea tomorrow night. As you see, there's plenty there for tea tomorrow night, and I think I'll have enough for leftovers. So there we go. This is Friday night's tea. And there we go, Sunday the 7th of May, and the first week of the Pantry Challenge has now finished, and we're finishing it off with a, I don't know what it's called, but it's basically just a bit of mince on a stick, some sort of kebab. It's a boiled potato, Brussels sprouts and snow peas and a piece of corn with butter. topped off with the leftover peach cobbler, and I made some nice custard to go with it. And that's it for tonight. Well, that's it for this week anyway. Stay tuned for next week. Tonight for dessert I have what's left of the peach cobbler. There's a few pieces left, and I've also made a nice little vanilla custard out of some of the nut milk that I had that needed to be used. I've also got an old banana there that I may mix with the leftover custard, or I may just use that for the peach cobbler.